What's going on, y'all? It's your man Hanley from On the Line with. We're back for episode 126 of Car Chats, this time with Passport Rav. I'm going to send him the invite now to let him jump in. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in tonight. Hope you tune into this too. As always, the episode is sponsored by Diamonds Rising. Yeah, so hope everyone's had a good week. I know I said that earlier, but still hope everyone's having a good week. Just waiting for Passport Rav and have him jump on. Get this episode going. What up, Shorty Bang? How you? Thanks for tapping in.
Yo.
Yo, how's it going, bro?
Chillin', man. How's it going?
Not bad. Appreciate you coming.
What'd you say?
I appreciate you coming on and making time for us, bro.
Nah, no doubt. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all having me.
So before we get into anything, we'll give a little introduction about who you are, people who are tuning in now, people who are going to tune in after once it's posted up. That way they have a familiar with who you are.
Word, yeah. Passport Rav. Damn, people don't be texting me. Passport Rav, producer, artist, martial artist, musician, rapper. You know, man.
You're in NY, right?
Yeah. I've been in Brooklyn 8 years.
You're not originally from NY?
Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Jersey raised. Yeah, I always wanted to be in New York though, so I'm happy to be out here.
You're a producer. You always put producer ahead of artist, or are you more? Because
Interesting.
well, let's say rapper and producer, because artist in general, you're an artist, right? So
Yeah, multifaceted artist. But I guess technically production came first, like me trying to make beats came first. So, yeah.
so what inspired the beat journey? Because obviously music you heard, but what made you want to become a producer rather than a rapper first? What do you think?
I just think by default, like my father was in a band, so like being around musical instruments, just being fascinated with it, trying to figure it out. I never like took lessons or nothing like that, but I just was always trying to like crack the code. I hear, I used to hear the things that was going on and be like, damn, how are they doing that? And even as a rapper, I think I'm more like I'm a beat first kind of rapper. Like the beat has to really inspire me to like write and go off.
Do you feel like so how long? So let's just take it back like to the beginning. When did you start producing?
Shit, I got my first keyboard when I was 6 years old. So
That's dope, bro. That's dope. It's something. And when you're young, like those type of things, you tend to get attached to quick because like it just does so much for you when you're younger. You know what I mean? You don't
yeah,
fully understand it maybe right away, but once you start attaching yourself to it and you see that you're evolving, like as a keyboardist at that point. I mean, I guess a lot of that stuck with you when you got to actually producing records for artists and things like that.
yeah. And then at one point, my brother had me in this studio in Newark off of Springfield Avenue somewhere. I was like 14 in Jersey, and left me in like this smaller section of the studio with an MPC and a Triton, and left me in there for like 3 hours. They taught me like the basics, and by the end of that night, I made like my first 4 beats, and then from there, it's just like this is
Do you,
fun.
do you remember what happened with those first 4 beats?
No clue.
That would have been an interesting story if you remember that. That would have been dope. But
Yeah, most of
so
my shit was trash when I first started. You got to start off somewhere, you know what I mean?
I think
My shit was just
most
like,
people, I think most people when they start off and they tell people not dope since I started, I think a lot of them are lying.
yeah, nah, I had to work to get to this point.
You were amazing right off the bat. I need proof.
Word.
But so producing wise, when were you first? Did you get a placement? Like when you started like really taking it serious, or were you just doing it freelance to certain artists that you can connect with?
Um,
Because I feel like producers always try to take different routes in that way. Like they try to get either placements or they try to go freelance and hit as many as they could connect with on and try to make it as organic as they can.
yeah, I've worked towards placements and shit like that, and but just for the love of hip hop, honestly, I just love this shit. And I've sold beats, I've made projects with artists. I want to say the first like full blown like project that I produced was for this Harlem artist named Bueller called Pink Range. I want to say well, that was definitely pre-pandemic. I want to say like 2017 or 16. That was like my first producer project where it's just like I'm the producer and like yeah, I knew I was always dope at it. Just my ear just develops and my sound and the mixing ability and all of that and yeah, it's interesting. I feel like I've been on some rapper shit lately. I haven't even been making beats like that lately, but this is where the conversation started with the production because I am a producer also. But yeah, nah. And then I got Rogue Rage out with Old Dog. That's another EP that's a more recent EP that I produced. And selling beats online, shoot, sometimes selling beats, the beat bread bought more money than the rapper bread some months, and that's just how it be. But
So I
yeah,
guess it fluctuates. I guess between the both worlds, right?
yeah, for sure. Like I just pretty much said, especially during the pandemic shit, I even started DJing at one point. Like I went to South Africa for a couple weeks, and that was my first time trying to DJ. And same thing with that. I was trash at first. I was like, and then like you get a little better, you respect the DJ, you really understand like, oh, this is a craft. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like in my head, I always because DJing, production, DJing, making beats, all of that, it's all related. And even just like the BPM with DJing, it made me look at music a little, made me look at music different and producing different. They're like very much related. And
What
making albums and shit.
what specifically dawned on you when you saw from a DJ standpoint that made you add to your producer mix? Like, what do you think was like that dawned on you that you didn't fully appreciate? Maybe not fully appreciate, but fully take in at one point.
Just BPMs for real, and the importance of BPM and like song placement with like DJs and what type of speed DJs normally play. Just made me look at it more because when I'm DJing, my shit is sorted by the BPM and like what vibe I want to take it from the slower to the faster, or the house BPMs, the trap
Yeah.
shit, the like so
What's
yeah.
some stuff now that like what kind of genre? What's your favorite genre to DJ? What do you find gets people moving the most? Like when you're doing a DJ set.
Honestly, my go-to folder was like a soul house, like a house Kaytranada type folder. You know what I mean? Like yeah, I got on that wave because
Montreal, baby, that's hometown for me. So I got love for Kaytranada just based off fact.
oh, so you in
No,
Montreal,
I'm from Montreal, but I live in Ottawa now.
Ottawa, word. Where
So like an
where
hour and a half from Montreal, about 5.5 from Toronto.
word? Yeah, I went to Montreal for the first time to shoot that video with Chung and shit.
Yeah, yo,
Trust funds.
I just saw Chung live at the Cranium Festival this past Saturday. Man, did she put on one hell of a show. I got some dope footage. I'm gonna have to send you after the fucking. I'm putting together a recap video. I was there for as media, but bro,
Yeah.
I was glad that I caught that performance because I looked at the flyer quick and I was like, all right, I got to get there fast. I'm already late. And then I looked at the flyer again and I was like, oh shit, Chung's performing. That's dope. And then I saw one of my homies that I know from way back. I was like, oh fuck, I really didn't read the flyer.
Mm.
So like,
Montreal, yeah. Shout out to Sherman. Me and Sherman drove up there. Wasn't a bad drive at all.
what up, Sherman? But yeah, how'd you enjoy Montreal? You like it?
Yeah, it was dope. It was a vibe.
What's some things you did that like
Honestly, we
tour?
we went for like literally 2 days. Slept like it was just thugged it out at my homie's crib, and and just really went out there to shoot the video, get the video done, come back. We went by the downtown area.
Word.
The, went did a little record shopping. Brought my ass back to perform at New Blue. Um, but yeah,
How how was working with Chum? How'd you guys get connected?
just through the internet at first. Yeah, just mutual respect for the music. She's definitely like one of my favorite female rappers. I tell people all the time, like before we even collabed, I was like, yo, she's one of them ones. And
She is definitely one of them ones, bro.
yeah, just special. She just real unique, like her voice, her flow, and all of that. And I want to say,
Did
yeah,
you
I,
imagine shout out Kushtard?
oh, the Couche-Tard.
That guy shouted
Yeah,
up at the corner store.
the,
Yeah, that's my guy, bro. I've never seen anybody shout out Kushtard.
shout out Douche-Tard.
Real shit. No, shout out you.
Sherman's mad funny. We was cracking mad jokes the whole time. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's really
Yeah,
French out there.
you see some shit, you're like, what the fuck that even say?
Yeah.
I'm still like that. I'm from there, bro. Like, but yeah,
Dude,
that's fucking. So,
yeah,
uh,
man. Peace to Montreal. Peace to Chung.
yeah,
Check out the couple features we got together.
I bumped that track earlier because that's how I saw the video on YouTube, but I forgot to check it when I saw it. But then I saw it when I was going through the music while I posted the flyer on my story earlier, and then I
Mm.
was like, I want to post that, but I'd rather post one of his solo records just to emphasize that's who I'm interviewing tonight. You know what I mean? All love to Chung. You know, it's all love. I know she's definitely said one of them ones. There's a lot of female artists that were at that festival this year, bro. Like Pretty Bully from Buffalo was there. She was fucking crazy, but she's dope. There's been a
Mm.
few, but Chung was definitely one of those ones that came with like some serious bars.
Yeah, I wish I could have saw it, but peace to her.
No footage of it, bro. I'll link you to it.
More.
It was fire. Belly was there too. He was the headliner. But yeah, so to the rapping world that you're part of, what do you feel like? What? How would you define Passport Rav as a rapper as compared to Passport Rav as a producer?
Um, the rapper. I just wanna be good. I just wanna be myself, be the best version of myself,
Yeah,
and make dope music. Um, my shit is fly. It's in depth, and it's also just fun at the same time. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of everything. It's my Caribbean roots. You might hear me say some Jamaican shit here and there. Um, and yeah,
I grew up on.
dope music that you could feel, man. Just some shit you could feel.
I like the fact that you bring up the Caribbean roots, man, because I grew up with a lot of people from Jamaica, a lot of people from Trinidad and Tobago. So like, I was always around the music and the culture. Like growing up, my best friend was from Trinidad, so yeah, I always loved that whole vibe and the culture of it all, man. So definitely to hear like, you know, like a lot of artists. They speak about their roots and their background, their heritage and stuff, but they never bring it to their music for some reason. I feel like that can be something that separates you from other people.
Yeah, man.
You don't have
Just being myself, man. We're all artists.
to,
If you just be the best version of yourself, and be good at it and make good music with it, everybody's dope.
and when you people listen to your music, what do you want them to take away from it?
Um, shit, man. I just want them to feel like, yo, that was a great project. This guy can rap, and maybe tap in with yourself. I want people to think. I just want people to think a little bit. I don't want them to think too much, but
Yeah,
still have fun. You can still have fun and think at the same time.
sure. Shout out my guy June Fargo. He's an amazing singer. Actually, you guys should tap in. Actually, if you're looking for a singer ever, he's one person I think you should tap in with. He's fire. But aside
Mhm.
from just to shamelessly plug my dog, uh,
Peace.
so you just want him to take away that you're a dope rapper and you're good at what you do, basically, right? Just you want him to respect you with your craft like anyone else.
Yeah, for sure. And what I was saying, I want people to think, but also
Yeah.
not think too much. Have some fun at the same time. Like, my shit's a little sarcastic, so everybody might not get it, but
Okay.
yeah, shout out to the ones that do.
I hear a lot of people describe their music as sarcastic, so like, like you said, you gotta have fun with it, man. If you're not having fun with it, it's kind of hard to like want to keep doing it.
Yeah, man. It gets jaded sometimes. And the funny thing
Especially,
is just like the more you accomplish, you start accomplishing things, and you realize like it just kind of becomes the norm. Like I'm like now hanging out with people that once upon a time was just like somebody I looked up to, and you should just be like, oh man, like such and such could start fucking with my music, and then shit starts happening and it just becomes normal, and then
who are
you
some of
still
the people that you've had that happen to?
Well, shout out to Static
Oh,
Selector. You know what I mean? He been showing a lot of love.
yeah, that's dope.
Yes.
Static always been one of my favorites.
Yeah, for sure. Like I used to have his mixtapes back when I like in college days, and people been saying it. Before I moved to New York, it was just like, yeah, it'd be dope if you could have Static. You come across Static's radar. And I'm like, yeah, it would be. And 8 years later, and I was had a freestyle on the station. You know what I mean? Um, and yeah, playing the music on a regular, shit's crazy. It's crazy, but then it becomes just like normal, and then it's still like, all right, next, what's next? Like, it's like, um, but trying not to get jaded. It's real.
If, as a as a rapper, who are some artists that you want, or who do you have that in the works right now that you're working with?
Um, Me and David James got a joint from the Bronx working on a project that I'm hoping to produce, be another producer project. He's a real dope rapper. Um, and, you know, Rock Marcy's like the god of this to me. He kind of opened the the sphere of all the stuff that's going on, between him and Griselda. One can argue, but the resurgence of this sound in a slower tempo and just re-rapping again, um, definitely a goal. But yeah,
And that and that's as a rapper or as a producer. You like these are people you want to work with, or both.
either, either. You know what I mean? Honestly, I haven't even been thinking about that type of stuff lately. Lately, it's just like I just want to be inspired and make the best version of myself.
And what like aside from the music that you listen to, what inspires you to like make like hip hop still and like it keeps you consistent?
You said what?
Like
What inspires me?
yeah, but aside from the music you listen to that you might get inspired from, like what are some of the things like that inspire you on the outside, like looking at
Shoot, life, living, growing. You know what I mean? Going through pain, growing pains, joys, um, sex, beautiful women. Um,
all
um,
sounds like inspiration to me, brother.
yeah, all of it. The arts, martial arts.
Yeah,
Shit.
let's talk about that. You're one of the first artists that have come on and actually mentioned that they're into like something, a hobby or something that about other than music. So like, when did you start taking up martial arts?
Yeah, for real, man. It's always been like there, and I've shot a couple videos doing stunts. Um, but I guess I took it more seriously 3 years ago. So it's been about 3 years now, just training. that's just my cardio at this point. So I'm trying to stay in shape, not injure myself in sparring, and yeah, pretty much all my life has been hip hop and martial arts.
What type of martial arts do you train in?
Right now, I'm in Jeet Kune Do, and but I kind of I mix everything that I've ever learned when I'm sparring. But
And, and it was just what inspired you to pick up martial arts? Was it just something that you're always interested in, or?
I I think in life you got to just tap in and do the things that your spirit has been telling you. And I know, uh, yeah, deep down, this is something that like I feel like I quit as a kid, and it's like same thing with music. You know, I could. Most people quit by this point in life, and if they're not famous or whatever, but there's always this inner child in me that's like, this is who you are, or this is who you always been, type shit. And yeah, just getting the goals out, getting the dreams out while I can, while I'm able. Keep pumping
Yeah.
this music out, and yeah, become a better version.
So when you do you record and mix and master your own music too? Like, are you a sound engineer as well? Well, I know for beats, obviously you're a sound engineer, but what for like the recording, like the vocals and stuff, do you do your own engineering for that, or do you outsource?
Yeah. You know, sometimes it depends. It always depends on just like budget and shit like that. It's like if when the budget's there, I definitely hire folks, but I'll be mixing.
And that's all self-taught from the production side.
Yeah, yeah. From the time my pops got me an Mbox 2, big silver and blue joint or whatever for my engineers listening. And then Pro Tools, and then from there it's just been this journey. And you be thinking like, oh yeah, I'm getting better at mixing, and then like you let time go by, and then like this sounds like shit. You just keep
I remember
getting closer.
teaching myself to sound engineer when I was still making music, like about a decade ago, bro. Like, so it was so different compared to now. Like the programs, like a lot of programs, they like Fruity Loops stuff like that. But I mean, like the sound recording stuff. Like I remember motherfuckers were at the house on Cool Edit Pro 2.0 and shit.
Yeah, same. That's where I started. Cool
Crack-
Edit. It's all the same stuff. It's all the same stuff. It's
I
just
found that user face. I found easy to learn. I don't know. I found it simple to me.
yeah, yeah.
I wasn't.
Nah,
The levels and stuff were difficult to learn and shit like that. But I mean, like the user face to find things you were looking for, I found it pretty simple.
mm.
You know?
Yeah, no, I've been back in my Ableton bag, been producing, um, just trying sound design. I've been just getting creative. I bought a bunch of plugins, you know, made a little money in music, bought mad plugins, and then I'll be getting anxiety when I don't create. And I'll be like, yo, I bought all this shit. Like, I better use it. Like, you know what I mean?
The music helps. Like you say, you get anxiety by not creating. So I guess creating will kind of it obviously helps with your mental health.
Definitely. Yeah, when I'm in a creative space.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big part of what they found. Like it's actually more therapeutic than they initially thought it would be when they went in focused on what can I become before they're like what can it do for me.
Yeah.
You know, and that's like when you find that spot, I feel like that's a special moment for any artist when they realize like this as much as this is to like entertain others, like I get satisfaction just from being able to create and have a creative and art focused mindset.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Keeps
that's
me
one of
going.
that's important, bro. I hope it keeps you going because you're definitely a great artist on both ends of the spectrum, from beats and then making hip hop yourself as a rapper. But I didn't know you were DJing, so that's interesting to learn.
You know, could I call myself a DJ? Fuck no. I mean, you know, I'm capable of it, you know. Takes
You think
practice. That's a whole nother sword and shit. I'm
you
over
think
here.
you're into it? You think you're gonna get more into it?
It's time, you know, it's just time because it's really I could do a lot of things, and I think Um, Focusing the time and get prioritizing. Uh, yeah, who knows? But definitely, I feel like Passport Rav, the rapper, is doing his motherfucking thing right now. So it's like that's what that's what the universe is telling me to feed and keep going. You know.
Does and Passport Rav as a rapper, what do you currently have in the works? Any projects that you're dropping soon or singles?
Well, yeah, I try to put out multiple projects every year. That's like that would be ideal, but I also want to make quality. But this year, 2023, as we are in the last 3 months left, or 4 months, 3 to 4 months left for 2023. I put out two projects so far. One is 83, and the other, 83. Shout out to Blue Azul, and the new one, Fly by Night, produced by Darius Lazar.
Oh, that's dope.
Uh, yeah, Fly By Night just came out a couple weeks ago, so we pushing that, getting more videos done.
I'll be sure to post when I post a link to the interview on the other social media accounts that I use. I'll be sure to attach the recent joints you dropped, so that way people can tap in with those. But what
Yeah,
about producer Passport Rav? What's he have in the works? Any placements, anything special coming out? I mean,
shit.
don't get me wrong, but like special to you personally that you feel like it's gonna be something like not not similar to your past projects.
I'm experimenting right now. I'm experimenting, and I'm definitely putting it together. A beat tape, something definitely needs to. Something's brewing up, and it just needs to get out. And yeah, we're gonna see.
And I know you're familiar with Imperative that's out here in Canada, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think we follow each other for sure.
Yeah, he's also a producer. He's worked with I think most of BSF if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
But yeah, you guys might have connected. You guys would be dope on like a beat collab too. You guys are both very dope in style.
Shoot. Yeah.
So
Awesome music.
if you guys haven't hit each other on a back and forth, I think you guys definitely should. And I'll definitely let him know to tap in with you if he hasn't yet, because I think you both could kill something together.
Yeah.
But
Nah, for sure. Set that up. You know what I mean?
underground artists other than Chum that you worked with or you know that you'd want to work with?
Um, well, I love everything my man Wavy the God, Rome Streets is doing. They on a nice run right now. That shit is fire. Rim and Eddie Kane, the gang, Walkers. I really just listen to like the homies, Bub Styles. Uh, the underground circuit is great, and it's a lot of dope artists out here uh, that's making good stuff.
For sure, bro. And uh, before we take off from the episode, you passport does rapper Passport Rav want to rap?
Shit.
it could be
Um,
it could be a verse that you've already like recorded. It doesn't matter. Just for a live clip. That's all we asking for.
yeah. Um, I wasn't prepared for that.
I kind of
Hmm.
dropping on people randomly lately just to see what the reaction comes out to
Let's
be.
see what the reaction is. I don't want to spit the same verses I spit the other day. Um, all right. Gorgeous top. She artistic with it. Saying when you're on dick ride, it's gonna take a minute. Work towards the privilege, financial freedom in the big crib. Playing this life like a violinist. The sweetest melody I've ever known. Fully equipped with the metal and chrome. Words concrete, set in stone. Perspective, you gonna see exactly. Cross the pond. A Benz is just a European taxi. Hail the cab. Ain't no trail to follow. Ain't no manuscript for this shit. The game is hollow. They act friendly, but they not fond of me. It's like the bonds be as fake as a Ponzi scheme. I'm just writing pain. My rhymes levitate. We both spit over tracks, but we are not the same. Chauvinists, pose of shit with enough paperwork for a folder clip. That's none of my business. We all want what we don't have. The old jealous of the young, cold jealous of the sun. Plus, I'm melanated. Forever, I'm a god. They could shoot the flesh out. The words last eternal for a better cause. Should I cry like somebody died? Lullabies in a trance, cause my body fried. Lay at night, forgive yourself, don't apologize. Yeah, that's what we go through. We
That
harmonize. Yeah.
that European taxi line was nice, bro. I like that one. That was nice.
Nah, thank you for putting me on the spot, man. Real rapper shit.
You know,
Put a nigga to a test.
it's not it's not the five fingers of death, but I mean, no, we
Yo, thanks for having me, man.
you definitely, like I said, I knew the production before. Like I knew you were a rapper, but I checked the production a lot before I checked the like. You keep saying the rapper Passport Rav, so I keep saying it myself now. That's how I differentiate them now. So there's producer Passport Rav, and then there's rapper Passport Rav. But
Yeah, man.
producer Passport Rav, I was familiar with some of the beats that you put out, and I've heard because I've tapped in with a lot of, especially on the East Coast. But then I started checking the music when I noticed that Imperative was following you too one day, and I was like, oh wait, this is the same dude. So
Mm.
I was glad to hear it because it was dope. You are a dope artist, but that European taxi line is going to stick with me for a minute. But
Yeah, man. Real passport shit. Been doing this. But yeah, man.
I
Yo, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Our hip hop is worldwide and
yeah,
it's growing. And I appreciate y'all motherfucking supporting the underground.
I try my best to help everybody, bro, and try and support them and promote them wherever I can. So you already know. I appreciate you coming on for episode 126. I'm your man Hanley from On the Line with. We got Passport Rav. You got anything you want to say before you tap out?
What it sound like? Get the new music. Passport Rav, all streaming platforms. Yeah, thanks for having
Appreciate
me.
you, bro. Have a good night.
Mhm.